1994.
Now is the time that we are all waiting for. That is, we are going to have to hear a lecture from Master Ching Hai. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Savadi. Yesterday is the birthday of the King of Thailand. So let us have a few moments to pray for His Highness, health and achievement, success in leading the Thailand people and the Thailand country into the prosperous and peaceful future. Thank you. How's everybody? Are they happy? I'm sorry, the place is too small. Many people have to stand. You can go in the front and sit. Also, it's good, otherwise you block the exit. Better not block the door. Today we try to open the door, not to block the door. The door we try to open is the most important door. It's the door of liberation, the door of freedom, the door of life. Without this door opening, we will be always transmigrating in the suffering world of illusion. It is very easy to know heaven and nirvana as long as we have this important door open. Otherwise, liberation or nirvana or heaven, it is just a kind of fairy tale for us, and we would never dream that we can achieve or get to know heaven. Many religions and different practitioners since the ancient time call this door by different names. Some people call it the third eye, some people call it the heavenly eye, some people call it the Buddha's eye, some people call it the door without door, some people call it the wisdom eye, etc., etc. But it's only one, and every one of us possess this ability to open this door and to step into the worlds beyond in order to understand something that is above the illusory existence of this world, is above mundane knowledge. Since the times immemorial, different people from different countries, background, race, creeds, and religions have tried to open this door to get to know the eye of wisdom. And in order to find this door, many people have sacrificed their lives, their comfort, their luxury style, and even their family loving relationship, such as father, mother, husband and wives, children, friends, in order to try to go to some places which supposed to have an enlightened master or an enlightened friend in order to guide them. Because these people know that without this door opened, without the knowledge of wisdom, they will be forever suffering. Doesn't matter how rich they are, how many comfort they have, or how high the position in the society. Such as the Prince Siddhartha, before he became the Buddha, he has also forsaken all his pleasure, his position as a future king, and his lovely wife and son, in order to become a monk so that he can be free to pursue his spiritual knowledge. And even after he has become enlightened, he even told his son to come also to pursue spiritual practice instead of staying in the world and to become the king. And many, many more important persons in the history have done likewise and have attained the ultimate wisdom. Many thousands of people die every day in the world without knowing where they are going in advance and without having any control over their destination at the time of transit from this world to the next. Many of the virtuous people, sometimes they die temporarily and also have some experiences of the world after, and they have come back and told their story. Most of these people, if they have been very virtuous in life, or at least in their heart, they're very humble, fear God, and would like to know the Buddha nature, then at the time of their departure or temporary departure, they would experience many pleasant visions and light and music of heaven. But we don't have to wait until we die or temporarily cut out from this world in order to know these visions and in order to discover heavens or nirvana. We can do it while we are still alive and healthy. Most of the people, they die temporarily, what the doctors call clinically dead, and resurrected again. They have related the feeling of happiness and blissful kind of a change after they have experienced heaven and light from heaven during their temporary exit from this world. According to the research of many doctors in different countries, these people have experienced the positive change the most when, during their temporary death, they can see the light and hear the music from a higher sphere in the universe. And this kind of light or musical teaching is our own Buddha nature, our own wisdom, which each one of us possess and can always make use of them for our daily life and for our liberation. In order to awaken people of this world to get to know the light and the teaching from God or from Buddha, many masters have come to this world and graced our planet with their eternal teaching and unconditional love. And because of their sacrifice and compassion, that we have some great teaching left over today, and that's why our planet has evolved and become a better place for everyone to live in. Those great wise teachers of the past and sometimes present have always tell us the magnificent, unspeakable glory of the other side of the world, of the other side of existence. We may call it fourth, fifth, seventh, ninth dimension in the scientific terminology. In order to continue to preserve our planet and to elevate the spiritual atmosphere as well as the wisdom of this planet's people, we must practice the way of the masters, the way of the Buddha. That is, to be a good and virtuous person in this world, and also we must also learn to open our wisdom, open the door of illusion that separate us between this physical existence and the spiritual world. In different countries, there are many spiritual centers. There are many venerable teachers who have offered the public many ways to reach enlightenment, many ways to open this door of wisdom. Every country has their own particular religion. It means the majority of each country often follow one religion or another. And besides reading the leftover teaching from the past masters and practice religious rituals in churches or temples or mosques, there are also many enlightened spiritual masters who teach mankind how to be enlightened themselves and how to know heavens, kingdom of God, or nirvana while still alive. And due to this graciousness of the enlightened masters, that millions of people have become more self-aware and have led the life of enlightened saints and have contributed a great deal to their families and society after they have the wisdom opened. But not all of the teachers or not all of the method that the people practice can lead us to the ultimate wisdom. Therefore, even if we already practice some kind of meditation method, still there is lingering questions in our heart whether we have chosen the right method of liberation. The answer is, if the method that we have studied or are studying offer us after a short time peace of mind and a knowledge of the beyond, above this world, as well as a very, very loving, compassionate heart. That is, if the teaching has changed us into a better person, have changed us from ordinary, agitated human being into a saint, then that method is correct. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how long we practice or how sincere we are, we may, at the most, reach some level of magical power or healing power or fortune-telling power, or kind of, see through the walls power. This kind of what we call heavenly eye, or maybe can know the future or know the past. That's all. And even with all these powers, through our diligence, meditation of some kind, we still feel unsettled. We still are being bound by the karma of the past, and we rarely feel the true happiness of the inner realization if we have not found the perfect method, the perfect way to reach nirvana. And therefore, despite our magical power, we still feel life is meaningless, empty, and sometimes quite depressed. And it's difficult for us to overcome our bad habit that we do not want to have, such as some people like to gamble, some people like to take drugs, some people like to, for example, drink very heavily that they cannot even stop. So these magical powers cannot rescue us from the misery of our karma. When the Buddha Shakyamuni was alive, he forbid people to use magical power. He forbid his disciples to show off their magical ability.